Mike here at CBI Off-Road. Today we're going to be showing you how to install our 5th Gen 4Runner Covert Series front bumper. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the first thing we did is we went ahead and traced the outline of our gray cover here, because the gray cover here is going to be getting pulled off, and we're going to be cutting out around that line. So we went ahead and traced that across, and then we'll go ahead and remove the centerpiece. Alright, so this gray piece is just clipped on. It's got a bunch of clips in here. So there's one of two ways you can do this. You can remove the whole front bumper and get to all these clips and pull it off, or you can just grab a hold of it. We're not going to be reusing it anyways, and we're just going to tear this thing off of here. Alright, so now that we got our cover off, you can see we got the open area here, and we went ahead and traced our line just with a pencil. Right here is where we're going to be cutting, and then we kind of merged it into our line that we originally traced around our gray piece. And so now we'll go ahead, and there's a couple more bolts right here on the bottom that we'll undo, and then we'll go ahead and get our cutoff wheel, and we'll trim around that, and we'll clean it up. Alright, so now we're getting ready to cut this. I'm not going to cut directly on our line. I'm going to cut off of it a little bit, and then we're going to clean it up with a sanding disc just to get a nice smooth finish to it. So again, I'm going to start cutting up around here and just follow kind of right below our line and around, and then we'll finish cleaning it up with sanding disc. Alright, so now with our initial cut made across here, we're going to go ahead and remove this foam piece here, and then that's going to give us access to the 14mm nuts on the inside of this impact bar. We'll pull that off, and then we'll pull the brackets off that hold this out, and then we'll continue cutting. Alright, so I got the 6 bolts undone on the impact bar. But we do have a 10mm here that's connected to its bracket, and so we're going to take that out to get that away from this brace here that helps hold the bumper in place. Then we have 3 more bolts on the bottom that also attach to this, and then we're going to pull this plastic piece off as well. Alright, so now with the impact bar off, we can go ahead and remove our brackets that hold it out. Go ahead and pull those. Alright, so with all of our impact crash bar out of the way, we're going to go ahead and start looking at trimming these right here. So this passenger side, I'm basically just going to do a cut right across to this line here. So we're just going to trim that out. And then on the driver's side, we're going to kind of do the same. We're going to start somewhere right up here. We're going to come across. We're probably going to have to come down and then recut across here. So we'll go ahead and start doing that. Alright, so now that we have everything out of the way, we got our plastic trimmed on the inside. We do have a couple little tabs right here that are kind of connected to the grill. We're just going to go ahead and cut those off with a pair of dikes, and then we can go ahead and start cleaning up our cut, and getting it to our line and get it a nice finished look. Alright, Alright, so now that we got our cut cleaned up, we can go ahead and get all of the little bits of plastic and burrs off there. I just use a plastic deburring tool. You can use a razor blade, whatever you need. We're going to go ahead and clean everything up, clean our pencil marks off of the paint, then we can continue on.